Well, jeepers! You're listening to Smash or Pass.
Hi everyone, welcome to another video on the JayBee and Milly channel. We are oh, you're not going to burp this time.
Whoa.
We are always joined by Smash.
Hello.
And Rhianna.
Hello.
So, in today's episode, we are going to be reviewing The Spooky Fog, which I believe JayBee found to have another name on Google or something.
No. Well, it was on Wiki, but apparently it was wrong. So it was meant to be... Well, it says on Wikipedia the Spooky Fog of Frickett Farm or something like that.
Juneberry.
That was another episode.
Juneberry, the Spooky Fog of Juneberry, and it wasn't
The Weird Winds of Winnoa is what you were thinking of or something?
The Spooky Fog of Minnie.
So, before we get into this episode, Rhianna, do you have a plot summary?
You will not believe it. Let's see what I did there. I do. My poor attempt at funny fails, but
I got it. It was funny.
yay! Okay, so oh gosh, really?
Yes,
as soon
really.
as I see that I've written the mystery machine starting out, I'm just like, oh gosh, where we go?
So get your silly willies ready and let's get on with it. Hey, leave a like.
So we see the mystery machine traveling down exactly, but it's a deserted road, and the gang
Even worse.
and they're hungry because Shaggy and Scooby have eaten the last of their food.
Oh no.
They see a sign for Juneberry. So they drive through, but the town is covered in mysterious fog, and there is an even more mysterious groan. And
I don't know. What? That was you as well. It takes two to tango.
oh, God.
JayBee. I'm sorry.
You got every. Oh man.
You made me jump, JayBee, and then I was, oh gosh. So
Oh, JayBee, you've got the scariest laugh in the world.
there's a mysterious groan and some strange noises. And eventually, the gang gets out of the town. A little bit up the road, a police officer on a motorcycle chases them, and they pull over, only to find out it's Don Knotts. So they decide to spend a night in the town, but it doesn't take long before the gang find a really strange mystery that has been happening in this town. And will they or will they not solve it?
I think they will not.
I think
I will say, like, I
booed
them there because I really didn't like the first episode they were in, so I was kind of like, oh, we're doing this again.
I feel like this episode, like, at least in my opinion, this episode is better than its first one.
Yeah, like, for me, the first one was like, oh, we have this idea, they're going to be all these different people. Oh gosh, we've got to the last 5 minutes and there's no unmasking. What do we do? And so I was a bit like, nah, I'm not ready for this one. I mean, kind of getting everyone's kind of take going into this after the first one. JayBee, where was your stance on this? Like, were you looking forward to seeing Don Knotts again, or?
Yeah, I wasn't, I'll be honest. I think Don Knotts was a decent guest for the first one. Didn't hate the episode ultimately. I don't think so anyway, but I do think that instantly here they've kind of switched it around. I was a bit confused as to why it didn't seem to be canon, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no continuity, like, oh, we saw you like 5 episodes ago and you were the creepy guy.
Like, I can rationale it in the fact that Scooby instantly recognizes Don Knotts at the start of that episode. So maybe timeline-wise, if you want to do that, you put this one first. But,
I mean, they ended up being tied up with him. Kind of just tied up knots now.
Oh, are you being a bit naughty, Rhianna?
Oh gosh. Smash, what were your thoughts heading into this episode after, you know, already seeing one with them in?
This is actually the one that, like, I remember the first one more than this one with Don Knotts. Not saying that the first one's great by any means, but it just is, for whatever reason, more memorable. But this one for me, like, especially just like Don Knotts' character, and I apologize for the dog barking. Um, has anybody seen the Andy Griffith Show?
Yes, it sounds familiar.
We've
Okay,
heard
so it's
about
like
it. Maybe it was in one of your videos that you mentioned that. Actually, that's right.
it was like an old black and white type of family sitcom, kind of like came out in the era of like Bewitched and stuff. But Don Knotts in this episode reminded me most of his character from the Andy Griffith Show, at least more so in this episode rather than his first one.
Well, here's the thing. You know, I had I don't want to say awakening because that sounds a bit out of order. I had a spark after the Addams Family episode. Like, oh, I kind of want to get to know about these people. I want to do some more research. I want to watch some stuff with them in. And I didn't get the same with Don Knotts in the first one, but I gotta say, like, they're kind of growing on me in this. Like, their style, they just seem that they'd be quite a cool character performer, you know, impressions, a bit like some of the comedians that I like now. So I'm definitely gonna say that after this episode, I'm curious to look into this Knotts geezer some more.
I don't know that I kind of agree with you, really. But I guess, Rhianna, what was your thoughts heading into this episode?
Kind of shy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know. I was quite optimistic going into this episode. Oh gosh, what did I just do? I just did something. Sorry, I think I deleted an important email I was responding to.
It's okay.
Okay. Yes, I did delete it and I can't get it back. Ooh. Oh wait, no, there we go. Okay, I saved it.
Save you later.
Oh gosh, I genuinely, my heart was about to.
Speaking of saving your data, this episode is proudly sponsored by NordVPN. If you want to use the promotion code on the YouTube site.
I always thought VPN was like visible panty line.
This episode is sponsored by Rhianna's email. If any men want Rhianna's email.
Oh, shut up now, JayBee.
Oh, Rhianna.
I was very optimistic going into this episode, because I felt like as soon as like he actually addressed himself as Don Knotts and not as this mysterious identity who keeps changing, you know, outfits. Like it was definitely gave me some faith for this, and also, you know, he's a weird guy, but I feel like he would be a joy to chat to be honest.
Is he alive?
Don Knotts, I believe that he died in 2006.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's bad, that. You know what?
Oh.
Why didn't he cameo in 2002, though, since he was name dropped? That would have been kind of cool. Like, I could have seen him almost being the role. I love Rowan Atkinson, I don't want him to change, but he could have almost been like a Mondavarius type character.
Emil Mondeverse.
Two things I thought of with him, since I wasn't part of the first review, the episode with him in.
Nobody was.
But oh, okay. He well, first of all, he was like, his character design and stuff was used in Mr. Incorporated, if you recognize him at all. And then also there's a Disney movie, well, two technically, that he's in, that you guys could watch too. It's called The Apple Dumpling Gang. And then there's the Apple Dumpling Gang Returns movie. So there's some more media for you guys with him if you want to watch more of his work.
I want to see, you know, they make nowadays, like, not shorts, but, you know, like, mini-series and stuff. Like, they recently did a really cool Groot one, which was just, like, 10 minutes of Groot being cute. And they do, like, Marvel one-shots, or at least they used to do them, where it was, like, fill in the gaps and stuff. I want to see them just reunite the original 2002-2004 cast to just give us the flashback of Scooby cleaning his beans at Don Knotts' Christmas
JayBee.
party.
Okay, getting into the plot of this episode a little bit more. So, as we were saying, they're all in the mystery machine. They're really hungry, and Shaggy and Scooby are eating the only food they have. As they drive through the town, it gets really foggy, and they start to hear this weird noise that kind of like diminishes as they're going further away, like out of the town. So ultimately, they get stopped by the police officer, Don Knotts. So, to some extent, is there a little bit of continuity here in that, like, in the end, Don Knotts had been an investigator, which is why he was at the house, and now he's kind of in the police. So maybe a tiny bit of continuity there, but it's kind of weird they don't recognise them. But ultimately, the gang get taken to the station for the night, where, as far as a villain goes, we just kind of see this big shadow. So far, I'm not kind of picking up on any kind of villain.
No, unless it's some type of new villain. Like, what villain do we have potentially? Like, there's skeleton people, potentially. I think that's kind of a contender. There's people chucking horseshoes. Why are people chucking horseshoes? You know what I mean? There's Mystique.
Well, yeah, there's got that message on them saying, like, get out of town, and everyone seems to be leaving. So ultimately, I guess the plan's to find out why. And this is another one, kind of like the episode we reviewed a couple of days back, where it's a lot of different villains, right?
Oh, aye.
I have just found out that this episode, the monster designs were by Alex Toth, who wasn't credited. Toth, Toth.
Oh.
He wasn't credited for it though.
Oh no.
So the majority of these were his designs, and he also created the Space Ghost and on like the Scooby-Doo show he did character designs, but he died of a heart attack in 2006. Oh my gosh, so did Don Knotts. Don Knotts died the same year.
Of a heart attack?
Huh?
Did he die of a heart attack?
Don Knotts?
Yeah.
I believe he didn't. If I quickly see, why did he die? The cause of death.
Do you ever think that two people in this call could die of the same thing?
I honestly don't think about anybody in this call dying, JayBee. I think that's just you.
No, imagine two of us like drown and it's like unconnected.
Well, to be fair, as we live in the same house, it wouldn't be like
Oh yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, true, fair.
I guess.
Don Knotts had pulmonary and respiratory complications of pneumonia related to lung cancer.
R.I.P. Mr. Knotts. Great guy. Thank you for your service. I don't know.
Okay, I guess we're racing through this episode at a rate of knots, but
Hey,
reaching kind of towards the end, there's some missing cattle, and we see three skeletons kind of trying to culminate them all together.
It's a shame. There's not a lot to say about these episodes, I feel, which to me it's either a case of us getting comfortable with reviewing them, because I think the first three episodes we did there was like loads to talk about, whereas this is a bit less. So I don't know if we're just getting better and more efficient with reviewing them, or if they're declining. I don't know. I think we've just come off two of my favorite episodes, so. Yeah.
I guess it's just you've enjoyed them and not taken notes, that we are kind of going over them, like say, at a rate of knots. But we see three skeletons, and I'm sure you said as well, I kind of checked in with you, we only see one unmasked.
I believe so.
And I'm sure that, who was it that was unmasked in the end as the one skeleton?
There's some random guy, I think. I think it's another instance where we don't know them. Unless...
And it's Gene Hawtrey, and he was referred to by Don Knotts as a sorehead.
A sorehead? We have treats. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I want to be a sorehead.
Gene was the guy in the convertible, and his motive was literally he just wanted to steal the cattle.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
kind of not that.
Which is absolute bull.
I'm not that there with this one. Those weren't English. I'm not kind of there as much with this episode. I don't know why, but I guess JayBee, you're kind of reaching the end here. So, smash or pass?
I think I'm gonna have to smash this one, but very lightly. Nothing on the level of the last two smashes. This, to me, is the better Don Knotts episode, but, you know, I wasn't too mad about that one. But it is a smash regardless. What about for you, Millie?
I'm gonna have to agree with Smash. I actually found the other episode more memorable, and I didn't like that one, so I certainly didn't like this one. I thought it was quite boring. Didn't like it. Yeah, nothing really good to say. So, definite, like, maybe even mystery map level pass. Smash, for you, is this episode a smash or a pass?
This one is forgettable to me, and like, what even was the villain? Are we, I don't know. It's a pass for me. I gotta pass this one.
Ooh, so if Rhianna smashes this one, it's a split decision. So Rhianna, for you, is this a smash or pass?
See, I'm really torn. I think memorability, I kind of remember this one a little bit more than the first one, I think. I know, I think I remember both kind of equally. I think there were definitely a lot of lows, but there were things to enjoy. But I think for me, it's going to have to be a pash.
Okay, she said pass. I heard it.
No,
Rhianna
I said
passed
pass.
something.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rhianna passed it, Rhianna passed it, we passed it, we passed it.
No, it was like a mixture
Pass
between a
the
smash and pass. I
parcel,
tried to be
pass the
smart.
parcel.
I tried to be smart and I failed.
But yeah, I think that's all we got for today, ladies, gents, and other. Like, how good
I
is
smashed
that?
it!
How good is that? We did it. We nailed it. Yeah.
I smashed it.
So yeah, please look for all of Smash's links in the description down below. Look for Rhianna's stuff in the description down below. And of course you can find the homies JayBee Milly #JamFam in the description down below. Make sure to smash that like button.
Keep it
More
up,
the
bro.
subscribe button. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Good day.